Hi Cancer, welcome to How Love Tarot. This is your money, career and finance reading for June 2022. I am pulling different areas of the reading for you. So I'm looking at the present position, the strength, the challenge and the outcome. Can I have the present position for Cancer Spirit, for money, career and finance for June? Thank you. So we have ego in the reverse, and we have Page of Swords in the upright. We have so this is your strength. We have Page of Coins in the upright. We have the Queen of Cups in the upright, and we have the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Next, what we have is your challenge. Let's take a look at that. Can I have a challenge for Cancer? There's a lot of cards here. What do you want me to take? We have the Spirit is saying we have the Emperor. How do you want me to do this, Spirit? Okay, we have the Emperor in the reverse. We have Renewal in the upright. And we have in the outcome, we have the Nine of Wands in the upright. We have the Ten of Wands in the upright. It's interesting. And we have the Seven of Wands in the reverse. So these cards are very well shuffled. So for the 7, 8 and 9, sorry, 7, what is this? 7, 9 and 10 to come out like that. It's quite interesting. Spirit, can you give me the Spirit of the Wheel for Cancer, for their money, career and finance? Give me, thank you. We have Earth, Renewal, Moon. I'll bring the Oracle as and when it makes sense. Sometimes it doesn't make sense to bring the Oracle in. Spirit, can you go ahead and tell me what's going on with Cancer, please? Can you tell me what's going on with Cancer? They want me to pull one more Oracle for you, Cancer. Thank you. We have Treasure Island. Interesting. Okay, what it looks like is going on, Cancer, in the present position is that you're breaking free of a situation that has held you bound for a very long time. The issue is, though, is that ego is in reverse. So what we have in the present position is it's not easy right now. And you may want to, well, I didn't do a May money, career and finance reading, but I did do general readings for May. So this Spirit makes me feel like this is tying into some of the May readings. So here we have the illusion of being trapped. Accept responsibility for your situation and then make choices that support your path to happiness. Addictions or unhealthy habits. So basically with the ego in reverse, what we have is you are attempting to break free of things that have not worked for you, held you bound, but it is difficult. It feels like one step forward, two steps back in regards to any situation to do with money, career and finance. For some of you, it's heavily related to career, that the building blocks that I feel like there are things that bind you, stop you from moving forward. And there's a feeling of not wanting to go in that direction anymore, but you're having to. And so what we have is you're trying to make choices that will support your path to happiness, But what's happening is that it just feels like you are having, you're having to do something that you really don't want to do for now. Okay, Cancer, that's what it feels like. Like you're having to be pragmatic for now. Spirit is also drawing me to the 10 of Wands and the outcome. So this is kind of like now going to become a blended reading. So what we have here in the outcome, Spirit makes me feel here, is that the burden is that you have to do it. The burden is that you're working hard to kind of free yourself financially. And what we have in the outcome is working too hard, too many hours, the need for balance in your life, let others help you, health problems due to stress. And so what's going on is, I do actually feel like there's a lot of stress. I feel as if you're letting go of a lot of things that have caused you a lot of stress. And what's occurring though is that instead of being able to enjoy it, at least in the month of June, you're just very fatigued, you're very tired, okay? And that's what's kind of blended in here in the outcome. Next, what we have here is the Page of Swords in the present position. So we have here logic, perception, insightful, blunt, an exciting intellectual challenge, brilliant insights, information that you need but might be challenging to receive. Review all documents very clearly. So it does feel like, again, you're going into something new. For those of you that are making a large purchase, you need to read the fine detail. It does feel like here that you are transforming your life and you are having a really, really new beginning, but it is stressful. It does require a lot of logic and a lot of forward thinking. It does require you to fight for what you want, but it is an exciting change in your life. I do also feel here in regards to those of you that are looking at career, I do feel like you're going into a new knowing within your career, and I feel like you're going to meet the intellectual challenge. I feel like others are going to feel like you're a breath of fresh air. It does feel like you're going to have a lot of new information and brilliant insights into whatever new situation that you're walking into. And so I do feel like you're going to be looking at things that to others might be challenging and difficult for them to receive. But I do feel like you're going to deliver it in a way that's humble and not aggressive. And I do feel like people are going to be very, very drawn to you. So even though this is showing in the present position, I do feel this for the month of June. And I do feel it in career as well. I do feel people are very, very drawn to you in career. Here in the Strength position, we have you studying, right? So you're studying something new. You have a lot of knowledge, it seems, or at least you have maybe passive knowledge in this area. For some of you, you have active knowledge. You have a lot of wisdom in this area. So what we have in your Strength position is scholarly, cheerful, dependable, mischievous. Time to get to work, right? So you're going to knuckle down and start to do what it is you need to do. For those of you that have anything academically pending, I do feel like the energy begins to flow now, and because things are growing in that area where you've met with obstacles, I do feel like things are growing in that area. So that may sound contradictory to some of you in regards to with this first card where you're trying to break free from the chains that bind you, right? Because I do feel like somehow this is tied into whatever it is that you're doing. Spirit is making me feel here real estate. They're giving me a real estate example. So for example, let's say you have a lot of personal knowledge, flipping homes, selling homes, or maybe you decide that you want to get a realtor license. And so you kind of have to jump through hoops and you have to do all of that. But you have to do something that requires what is needed in order to get something rather than what you want to do. But I do feel, so that's kind of like the difficulty that you're having. It's like you have this Spirit makes me feel like you have this well of knowledge that you can tap into that will make you a lot of money, but there's something that you have to complete here, and it's sitting in your strength position. So Spirit makes me feel here that you feel re-energized to refocus on this. An excellent opportunity presents itself. Happy news about your career, promotions, or scholarships, a new area of study. So I do feel like there's free money coming your way. I do feel like you're going to want to learn. I do feel like you're going to want to master things. I do feel like this is, where you have maybe struggled with this in the past. I don't feel in the month of June that you're going to struggle with it. You're really motivated and happy to do it. There's a reason now to do it. I feel like before, jumping through the hoops without a clear direction didn't make sense to you. And so what we have you doing is, because there's new growth, new life, new everything happening, and you want to be a part of it, it does feel like you're just going to get it done. That's really nice energy. That's a change up from what I've been feeling for you, Cancer, in regards to anything academic. And here we have in your strength position for money, career, and finance, we have the Queen of Cups. Loving, compassionate, psychic, self-sacrificing, deep psychic insights, caring for others, but forgetting to take care of yourself. Trust your intuition, a deep love of family, friends, follow your heart. So if this has to do with business or a job or career, I do feel like you are looking at the expansion of what is possible. I do feel here that you are ready to go on a new adventure when it comes to your career. And where it feels like you were going to walk away from something completely, it feels like you're ready to go in that direction again. There's a lot of your renewed hope, a lot of renewed abundance, a lot of renewed emotions for what you are going into in regards to career. Here what we have, and I feel like Spirit just made me feel here, management of your energy. So as things kind of come about financially, Spirit is now drawing me back here to the 9 of Wands, and then we have the 7 of Wands in reverse. So Spirit makes me feel here, let's see what else is in your strength position. Here we have the 8 of Cups in reverse. And so it says here to move, you need to move on, seeking more from life than what you are experiencing, a spiritual quest, choosing to make big life changes, a change in priorities, leaving home. So here we have this in the reverse, right? So where you were looking to leave something completely and just go in a different direction, for some of you, what you're doing is, because of this renewed hope, renewed direction, renewed growth in maybe your career, you're deciding to stay. And you may leave a job and go into a new job, and that situation is much more satisfactory. And so Spirit shows me here in the outcome, that's one of the reasons why you have the 9 of Wands in the upright. Protect what you have created, be prepared, never give up, ask your angels for help, environmental activism and animal rights. So some of you are going into something where you are helping the vulnerable. Some of you are in something right now that you're really tapping into who you are, that independence of who you are and what you are. And the people that are around you that are naysayers, you're just really kind of protecting yourself, and you're keeping your ideas to yourself. So I feel like people here may have some negative things to say to you and are kind of throwing shade your way, Cancer, but I don't feel like it's affecting you. I feel like, you know what, screw you. Like, I got to do what I got to do. If you don't like it, it's your problem. And so I feel here that, and I feel like people are not understanding you here in the outcome. And I don't feel like it's with career or anything like that, meaning like if you go into a new job and, where you have maybe told family and friends, I'm walking away from this or whatever. I feel like the peanut gallery, which could be friends and family, or maybe a loved one, may be saying, I don't get you. 1 minute you're in it, 1 minute you're out, right? But you don't answer to them. You answer to your higher power. So they don't need to understand it. They don't need to get it. And even if you have a spouse or a partner that feels this way, maybe there is just some needed communication so they understand where you're coming from. Cancer, because you are Cancer and you're emotionally driven, many times people do not understand your decisions that you're making, because to others it may seem like you're being extremely impulsive, but you are one of the signs that are driven by your emotions. You're not driven by logic. Most people are driven by logic or things that are very external. And so when you need to make a left turn in life and it's sudden, or you need to slam on the brakes and go in a different direction, it is driven by that internal psychic wisdom within you. And because other people do not possess the level of clarity that you have with your soul's path and your mission and what it is you want to accomplish out of life, it seems from the outside looking in that people are judgmental. They feel like you're frivolous. They feel like you're impulsive. They feel like you're always changing your mind. But you've got to trust yourself. You know that you're ruled by the moon, right? You're ruled by your emotions. You're ruled by, and so you are one of the signs, probably the sign, that if you have to slam on the brakes, if you have to make a left turn, you know, people do not like change. And it's almost like Cancer, you welcome it, especially when it's at your hand. So when you have to change because your gut is telling you, your psychic ability, something deep inside of you, your soul tells you, oh, that's not the right way. This is not the door I need to walk through. You know, I'm going to close this door back and I'm going to go try another door. Let me try this window over here. People don't understand that. It's what people seek. It's what people want in their spiritual growth. You have it in spades, Cancer. And so we see a sense of independence in your outcome. And that's being driven by your ability to have forward thinking. There's a lot of independence in this energy for money, career, and finance. I want to go into your outcome right here. Spirit makes me feel that I need to go into your outcome right here. And we have the 7 of Wands in the reverse. Stand up for yourself and your beliefs. Have confidence. Challenge those in power, but also choose your battles wisely. So this is kind of tying into this, what I just said. I kind of just read it, didn't I? So we have the 9 of Wands here, and this is how the 7 of Wands in reverse ties into it. Because in the upright position, it's saying that you stand up for yourself. But what I'm telling you that this is in the reverse position, and what I was telling you in this card is that you're not feeling the need to stand up for yourself. Your business is your business. If they don't like it, you know what? You know, go do whatever you need to do. But I'm going to go about my own business, and I am, you know, I have prepared for this. I am ready for this. I need to take it to the next level. I know that you may not understand it, but you need to focus on you. You need to stay in your lane. Stay out of my way. My choices have nothing to do with you in my career. So even though this may be like a spouse or a loved one, you know, like maybe a mother or a father, or a boyfriend or a girlfriend that maybe their future is tied to yours, you have to remember your career is still your career, right? And you have to go with what you feel is right. And I know obviously when you have children, you have a spouse, you make a vow to do everything together. But let's say you're in accounting and you decide, and you know, because I don't know if accounting makes money, but let's say it does make money and you're taking a different direction because your soul says you want to be a practitioner of acupuncture, right? So you make a complete 180 and it's nothing, even though you may have this knowledge passively, or you know, to give you an example, but you know, you have it in your spirit, something that you've always read about. So they may not understand it, right? So obviously income is going to be affected, and you just need to communicate that this is what you're going to do, and you're going to put all your energy into it to make it a success. And it may not seem practical, but this is where your energy is completely changed up, right? And where you were motivated before, where you're not motivated before to kind of jump through hoops to get the final level of what you need to get, you're now motivated. So I've already kind of gone into your outcome here. Here in the challenge position, we have the Emperor in the reverse. It says logic and organization will increase your success. Take charge of the situation, accept a leadership role, structure and discipline. And so in the reverse, what we have you doing here is just trusting your instincts. But the challenge is that there's some self-doubt that's going on. It does feel like you're taking a risk, and it does feel like you do not want a leadership role, but it is being given to you. Because others, like I said, others see you as a someone to turn to, a leader full of wisdom and understanding. And so where you were hoping to just kind of fly below the radar, the challenge is people do not want you to do that, especially if you're in a new situation or new job. They want you to take charge and lead. So that's in your challenge position. Here in the challenge position is renewal, right? So it looks like you're wanting to go into this situation with a different mindset, reviewing the past with compassion and forgiveness. Time to head a new direction, clarity on your life purpose, in your heart, know what you need to do. And what we have here is that a strength, you're getting triggered a little bit, right? Because there's a lot of change going on in your energy in the month of June. It started a while ago, but I mean, it feels like you've been in a chapter of change, right? But this is very supportive energy. But the challenge is that, Spirit, make it clear for me, please. The challenge is, that in your mind, you had really committed to going to a different direction. When it comes to money, career, finance, or business, or investments, you were going to go in a different direction. And the challenge is now you're backtracking and going back to the thing that you said that you were going to walk away from. And so there's some self-doubt here. And for some of you that are not going to follow, like you're doing something very, very logical as opposed to something, so let's say you're doing the real estate thing and you're getting your license, right? As an example, you're doing the practical thing because you know that if you're flipping properties, you may as well be the realtor. I don't know if this is true or not. I don't flip properties and I don't have a realtor license and I know nothing about real estate, but the way Spirit is showing it to me, it's kind of like, if you get your realtor license as an example and you're the one flipping the properties, well, you're the one that can look at the paperwork and you can represent yourself in that closing so that money comes to you, right? It's a practical decision. But here in the challenge energy, this is all coming about because something ended in your life. And so there's some triggering here. Don't worry, Spirit has your back. Your higher power has your back, Cancer. They always do. Here, finally in your outcome, what I have here is Treasure Island. And what it looks like is that you're going into an area of your life, Cancer, where there is greater responsibility, there's inner knowing, and you will be teaching. Your life is being renewed, and it is overdue. It is overdue, and everything in your life is getting renewed, and things are growing in a way that you never expected, and all aspects of your life are growing. I do feel here that there's going to be a lot of balancing in your energy. I do feel here that money is going to start to come in from all sources. I do feel here that it's something that you've put into practice a long time ago, and it feels like the seeds were planted and now you're going to begin to see the first bloom of the streams of income. There are other streams of income that you're working on, and I do feel like these are going to kind of slow down just a little bit. But in some areas it's going to speed up. I do feel like here for some of you, you're going to be spending money to make money. This is a money, career, and finance tarot reading. So when I say you're going to be spending money, I'm not advocating that you should spend money. Do your research, trust your gut. And at the end of the day, you have to keep in context that this is a tarot reading, and what it's supposed to be doing is just validating what you're already doing so you feel strong about your choices. It's not meant to tell you what to do, okay? So you always have to trust yourself, and you know, in any tarot reading you can't make a decision because it's in a tarot reading. You have to this is just for validation that you're on the right track. So, but I do feel here that some of you are going to be spending money. I do feel some of you here, your investments are going to it's going to be something that will you'll be able to take with you for a very, very long time. I do feel like it's going to, there's an investment here, one in particular, that's going to lead to a lot of growth and expansion, and just kind of be like this treasure trove for you that will end up gaining value over a period of time. And it's I feel for many of you that you're going to reap the rewards and reap the benefit of this almost immediately, but also at the same time, simultaneously, it's growing in value. So I don't know what that could be, but Spirit keeps talking about real estate right here. So it feels like for some of you, this might be real estate, right? Because, for example, you can move into wherever it is, and so you're spending money to get that real estate, and you love it, and you love the property and all of that. But as you have that investment, because you bought it at a price point that when you close you're already in equity, it's going to continue to grow because you've bought the right property at the right time, at the right location, and it's a type of property that no matter what, it will grow in investment. That's kind of what Spirit shows me here. So that is a metaphor for some of you, and for others of you, it's kind of literal. Okay, Cancer, that is your reading. I hope it helped. Please hit like, subscribe, share. And for those of you that are my loyal subscribers, I thank you so much again for your support on this channel. And for those of you that are new subscribers and new viewers, thank you. I am humbled by all of you that watch this reading and watch my readings. Please check out your May readings. Because I'm a psychic and a medium, it's really important that you check out your May readings to understand whether I'm your reader or not. And even if I'm not, come back to me. Like if you see my channel pop up a year from now, check it out then. Because I know for myself, I can be with a reader for a long time, and then the energy changes up and they're no longer the reader for me, and then I switch to another reader, and then I might come back to them a few months later, and it resonates, right? They're back into my story. So we're all different in regards to our horoscopes, our life path. And so I know for me, Spirit World is proceeding in a certain way. Spirit wants me to pull another card here. So we're all kind of different, and just because one reader doesn't work for you at one time, it doesn't mean they won't work for you in the future. But I guess if you're still with me at this point, I guess the reading resonated with you. Spirit, can I have what it is that you want to show me right here for Cancer for June 2022? What do you want to show me? Thank you. Okay, what we have here is you can't make an omelette without risking a few nest eggs. Icarus lacked a better spacecraft. Hitch your wagon to the future and design it yourself. I feel that is so you. I feel like what's happened is you have had to really be what is that word, Spirit? You have really had to be innovative and a groundbreaker in what you are doing in your life. And you are aware that you are taking risks. You are aware that you need to get out of a certain situation because it is not working, and you are visualizing and manifesting your future in a very, very fearless way. But I do feel like the adventure it brings you is going to be incredible. I do feel like here also in the outcome, you're going to really have a voice, and there's going to be two sides of you. There's going to be the one that is presented to the world and how people view you, and then there's going to be the you that only a few people can see. And I feel as if you're going to be a showstopper in this new situation. I feel like people are going to want to listen to you. They're going to be drawn to you. You're tailoring what you're doing to suit you, and it is going to resonate with a lot of people, Cancer. I do feel like you're going to have a larger audience. I do feel like you're leveling up here. I do feel like a new chapter of your life is beginning. I do feel like you simultaneously are able to balance both sides of yourself. That internal side that kind of nobody has access to. I do feel like your star is growing brighter, and the real you is coming forward in a way that has never come forward before. And so there may be a part of you that you have been kind of holding back in a professional setting or in whatever situation it is. And I do feel like you're not afraid of it. I do feel like you're not afraid of being yourself. I do feel like you're confident in what you know, and you're confident in what you see. And I do feel like you're going to lead and guide others, and they're going to want that leadership and that guidance from you. This is real nice, Cancer. Anyway, thank you for sticking with me to the end, and I will see you for your next reading.